All right, welcome, Rafay, Jana. Thanks for being my guest for my first podcast called Real Unlimited. This is a podcast that I wanted to start up as, a form of gratitude for joining the team at Qamar Group, but also just wanting to expand my outreach, providing knowledge, providing insights, or just stories about individuals like yourselves that I find very interesting, and I want to just share that with the world. So it's called Real Unlimited.
Wow.
Is an ode to those who live unlimited. It's just an idea or thought that I've had that I've really stuck with, and part of that is because I know that there's stories that tie to people's experiences as they are today, and the drive that they have for business or entrepreneurship, obviously here in real estate and so on. So I want to learn more about you guys, not just all about business and real estate, but a little bit of your backstory, what motivates you guys, how you got started, people that inspired you, and so on. So thank you.
Well, first of all, thank you.
us.
Thank you for having us. Very, very exciting. Being a guest on your first episode, this is truly special. So thank you for inviting us and letting us be part of it.
Yeah, well, I appreciate your time. Us, just to our guests, I obviously am now part of the Qamar Group, and this is a really recent, happening. I joined as a real estate agent at Real, and then obviously joined the team here with Qamar Group. I've learned a lot, so much from all the partners, including yourselves, and then some other members like Steve and so on. So this is just an opportunity for me to learn more about you guys, and obviously to keep expanding my knowledge and sharing that experience. So first off, I'd love to jump into it by starting out with your backstory. So Jana, we'll start with you. I know
Right.
I want to learn more about you. Like, where did you start? Where did you grow up? Tell us a little bit about your family or upbringing, because I want to learn more.
It all started in 1990 when I was a small child. No, I'm kidding. But I did grow up in a small town, little farm town called Mason, Michigan.
Oh, okay.
So very small, I think less than 10,000 people in the town. My dad is an insurance salesman and my mom is a teacher. She recently retired. And I think they just taught me a lot about like hard work, like work ethic, and not expecting anything that I wasn't willing to work for and get myself. I really appreciate that. Really close with my family, and we keep in touch. They were actually just here this weekend.
Wow,
So that's where I come from. Grew up playing lots of sports. I was in cross country, tennis. I was in a lot of like drama plays. I think growing up, I just wanted to experience everything and figure out what I liked.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it's like you meet so many different types of people, so many different friendship circles, and I just really enjoyed my middle school, high school experience all in one place, which is pretty rare and unique.
I dabbled a little into drama club, theater, choir, and I was
you?
not the best
Yeah.
at all, but I at least dabbled into it, so I understand, and I love that too. Like the ability to express yourself, be with people that were truly trying to be themselves, even though they were acting and performing behind the scenes. There were a lot of truths that were coming out and how they talked to you and treated you and so on. So yeah, I understand. And then what about you? So you're originally from Pakistan, correct? So let's hear a little bit more about that, your family.
Yeah, so I'm an immigrant. I moved here in '05. And growing up, again, very progressive sort of city where I was born. City of, it's called Gardens, City of Gardens, called Lahore, which is right on the border of India and Pakistan.
Wow.
But yeah, liberal family. My father's a physician, and my mother ran some small kind of entrepreneurial ventures on the side. So I've always had this entrepreneurial bug, watching her, kind of do this and growing up in that household. So I remember 11 years old, my brother and I, we wanted to start handwriting. We kind of came up with handwritten magazines, and we would go to local Xerox store because we didn't have printers or anything. So there was a store that had a printer. We'd print out these magazines and clip them, and then deliver them in subdivision and sell them for less than 2 cents or what it would be today, right? So that was 11, handwrite them, come up with these cool kind of small magazine gazettes. Fast forward. I have a background in theater as well. I'm also a classically trained vocal singer.
Really?
Yeah, I can play a few instruments here and there. But
my gosh.
but yeah. So in high school, I thespian, right? So yeah, kind of a couple of performances, Midsummer Night's Dream and 101 Dalmatian and A Christmas Carol and stuff like that. So I enjoy theater as well quite a bit. So I've always been a little creative, also entrepreneurial as well on the back end. So moved to US, of course, finished college and stuff. But during college, started a music management company. That was the mixture, kind of combination of both. So you have this business, but then also managing artists and musicians. So former partner and I started this music management company called 8-Track Management. And kind of built that up and grew. We had at one point 8 or 9 artists that we were managing. A few of them performing at Lollapalooza here and there, going on tours and whatnot. And a lot of failures, a lot of lessons. Failed forward, fail fast, get back up, start something else again, get back up, start something else again. I remember when I was in the banking industry. I come from finance, a finance degree, business administration degree. So while I was working at my job, that was 9 to 5 at a bank, a couple of my clients came to me and they're like, "Listen, we're looking for a loan." And they didn't have any line of credits, no assets. I'm like, guys, I can't approve you, but let me come check it out, right? And this was after hours. Went there. They had this incredible bakery, and they were 4th generation bakers. And I'm like, listen, the bank can't give you any loan, but listen, I love the product. I tried their cupcakes, incredible sort of baked goods. And I'm like, listen, I'll come in as a partner. Wow. So then we partnered up on that, and I was 3rd partner, 2 brothers. And the company was a cupcake shop. And then we turned it into kind of this mobile cupcake shop and kind of tried building that up. Cool. So I've done pretty much all different types of, but ultimately found my passion, left the real estate or banking industry and got into real estate industry. And started this in got my license 2013, 2014. Rookie of the year at Coldwell Banker. 2nd year into it, we opened up our first Remax office, 2015, 2017, a second Remax office. Saw the whole kind of brick and mortar, the franchise world. 2019, saw writing on the wall that it's not really the franchise business that's going to thrive. It's going to be the era of mega teams. So we started, Jana and I got together and we started building the team together in 2019 at Compass. And that was 2019. Since then, we sold over $500 million and finally realized that now the future is mega teams in a cloud-based world where you have to be operational, very lean operation. You can't really have too much money being sucked out when it comes to big box brokerages, and that's part of the reason to not only have high splits and low fees, but also to make sure that we have multiple residuals coming in and the wealth is being spread across the whole top to bottom.
Let's dig a little bit more into this idea of team and teamwork and the collaborative piece of it, because you briefly touched on learning a lot from, I think, your mom in her entrepreneurial ventures, and then you said that you and your brother got into writing these handwritten magazines, so to say. So was that kind of like the inception of the idea of teamwork, where you and your brother were starting on the sales career as little 11-year-olds and so on?
10. He was I think he was 7.5, 8 or so. I was 10 or just turned 10 or so. Yeah. He was my courier. So he was like the person who was going around on his bike and he was like dropping these magazines. He was my my delivery boy. but
so you were running the operation.
The brains behind the operation. He had his worker.
But yeah, that's a good point. I never thought about it that way. Maybe that's where the idea of teamwork comes together. But for me, it was more leveraging each other, leveraging each other's success or their strengths and so weaknesses. And if we kind of put together something that is doing well, we can have newer team members come and tap into it and take advantage of the success or the skill set or the benefits of that as well. So I truly believe. Go ahead.
And they don't have to reinvent the wheel. I think that's the key part to that. Like if you can make it so easy to plug and play because you've made all the mistakes and you've like gone through the hard stuff and you're trying to make it easier for everybody else to access something because you've set the foundation, which I think is so cool. Like how many of us wish that we had someone who was like, here, I set up this title company for you. I set up this mortgage company for you. You literally have to sign documents and then you can make money in these.
that's one of the benefits at Qamar Group that I've seen is it's just thinking about the whole real estate experience as an agent. It seems to be such a challenging path for so many, but the foundation that's been set here with all the steps that have been taken and the challenge that you guys have faced to bring that ground level up higher for agents to be able to succeed.
Yeah.
The teamwork, collaboration, the operations that handles a lot of the communication with sending listing agreements, buyer agency agreements, all of that. It just helps us to get one step further. So it's a very beneficial element to us as entrepreneurs in this industry, being able to succeed and even having access to an office space that allows us to come together, build on each other's entrepreneurial spirits, so to say, and get in, do prospecting calls. If we have questions, do role plays, figure out what ways we can get better and so on. But it's definitely a great opportunity, and one of the things that makes Qamar Group really stand out from the rest, and why I love being a part of this family of agents and so on. But beyond just agents, I think the stories that I'm trying to share here is that we all come from somewhere that brings us all together, and why we're trying to only bring in the best of the best in terms of personality, attributes, characteristics, like things that really make us stand out as people, that we can go to a client and only bring quality to them, only want to present our best so we can help them achieve their goals and so on. And tying back to your upbringing, you came from a small farm town, you said. So is there anything like hard work that you saw in the neighboring areas, or friends that you might have had, or anything that stood out that contributed to your the way that you think or the values that you have today?
That's such a good question. And when you were talking about your business with your brother, my best friend Cassie and I started a pet business.
Oh, really?
So, and it was literally called The Pet Business. And we went in, it was like computers, it was like the 90s, right? I was born in 1990. So I think we were like 10 or 11, and we went in on our computer and we got pictures of pets that we found like in this little program. It was like a turtle and a fish. That's and awesome. Put it on this flyer and then passed it out to everybody at our church, and like made my mom, who like that's like her worst nightmare, to like sell services to someone, like made her pass it out to her friends. But we like watched all the neighborhood pets for a couple of years until we got bored.
Oh my gosh.
But we were starting, at a very young age, those businesses too, and just like having ideas and wanting to keep busy, and we're like, what can we do that we love but we can make some money?
That's cool. So this was your friend and you that got started in this.
Yes.
Who came up with the idea, and like what inspired you to go in this particular path for as such young little entrepreneurially minded
I think we
girls?
Wanted to buy something, like I think we wanted to it was something dumb.
Something
like I think we wanted to buy like Tamagotchis. Do you remember those little like things you could like watch a cat or you could like watch a cat, and you were so cool if you had those. I know we were really into Furbies at one point. It was one of those things. And we were like, we need funding, to build up our collection. And we were like, well, what do we like to do? I'm sure my mom had something to do with it. What do we like to do? Oh, we love animals. Okay, how can we get paid to watch animals? So it was all out of like trying to fulfill a need and purchase something that we wanted.
You just reminded me of something. I made my dad, we hand wrote these newspapers, went to a copier, and my dad is a physician, so he worked at a hospital. I'm like, hey, can you take these stack of 15 and sell them to all the other doctors? So he did that. That was his worst nightmares. So I guess we made our parents turn into our sales team. So I had a sales team. That was my dad. I had a deployment team, which is my brother, on the bike.
You're just deploying unwilling workers.
Forcing them.
Like,
so what I'm gathering is you guys had supportive families, even if you didn't have access to all the resources as children. You were finding ways to go get it, but at the same time, you had your father. I'm sure you had family members or friends that were there to support that idea. Is there anything that stood out from those relationships where you felt inspired because you were witnessing the efforts they were putting?
So I'll go first. I mean, my dad's my hero. I've said it many times. I look up to him. He's taught me everything. And ever since, that's my earliest memories. It's just him working crazy hours all the time. He'd be at the hospital in the morning, and then he had his own clinic, private private practice at night.
Sure.
I mean, that was 6-7 days a week, and he did that for good 20-30 years, right?
Wow.
So I think I get a lot of my work ethic from him. I would see him get all dressed up in the morning as well. He had those double-breasted suits back in the day. I remember his red tie, pocket square. So I think I absorb and get a lot of my style and my fashion sense from him, watching him groom himself into this really kind of cool
Sure.
personality, and then showing me what it means to be a hardworking man. So I think I translate and kind of take a lot from him as well. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure your parents were really hardworking people as well.
Oh
both
yeah,
of them.
very very hardworking. So my dad, he's really good with numbers, and he was in finance for a company called I don't know if I should say the name, but
That's okay.
a company that distributed baby food, and he was in their finance department. So I remember, I think I was like 14 or 15, and the company went under. And I remember them trying to
dad
figure
didn't
out
do
what
a
they were
good
going to
job
do.
with numbers then.
No.
Not my dad's fault. My dad's the best.
Mr. Mark on finance.
No. But my dad was figuring out what to do, and my grandpa had a insurance company, and it was a smaller insurance company, like auto finance. And my dad went in and he had a niche business, which was selling insurance to large churches in the area, and he still does that today. But he 10x'd the company, grew it, within only a couple of years. And I remember looking at that, and I don't think it quite hit me when I was little, how big of a deal that was for him to leave a 9-to-5 job where he was, making over 6 figures, doing really well for himself, and plunge into a 1099, contract, commission-based profession. That was a really, really big deal for him, and he made it happen. And I think I've always really looked up to that. That courage that it takes to put yourself out there and do something that you have to build from scratch, and no one's done it or shown you how to do it. You have to get in there, get your hands dirty, make a lot of mistakes, and make it happen.
It's some of the parallels that I'm seeing from my own experiences. I'm from the country Georgia in Eastern Europe, and obviously Georgia, as being part of Eastern Europe, they went through being part of the Soviet Union. So my family history comes from a lot of oppression of the mind, people being very limited in how they could express themselves, pursue their own business ventures, and so on. It was very, very controlled.
Yeah.
But they also had some successes in terms of being able to, before the Soviet Union collapsed, they had pretty good lives for the most part. After the Soviet Union broke apart, it really went downhill. But one of the things that I always grew up with was watching my grandpa as an author and a writer.
Wow.
This was something that was very different than his early upbringing, because he was very educated, went to university, and was smart as can be, but he couldn't write freely. So when the Soviet Union fell apart, he ended up starting this authorship career, and he was able to write historical accounts of family history, other people that he had learned about by going to libraries and other things. And this is from a time when people would get rid of the most intellectual individuals because it was seen as a threat.
Wow.
So he wrote historical events. He's kind of like an archive, a living archive for things that are lost in the past. And to this day, he's 96 now, 95, 96, and he still writes every single day. And those are the kind of, the values that I was seeing. My mom, when she was coming to the United States after my brother had burned himself with some boiling water to come for treatment, she would come here and, eventually came here for months at a time, maybe 6 months at a time, and then eventually would come back to provide for the family, being across the seas. And her dedication to do that was really important to me, but also my grandparents being able to care for us in her absence in Georgia. It felt like there was never an absence of that care and the support that you guys have briefly touched on. And so I think this is part of the thing that inspires me to look more into the history behind people and why they're doing the things they're doing today.
Yeah.
And if you guys can now expand more about, the ties from that, obviously we've discussed a little bit about it, but what led to Qamar Group. What inspired you guys to really get together to create what Qamar Group is today? And how do we change people's lives by being in real estate? What is it that we offer that might be different than everybody else in the industry?
That's a great question, and double-edged or two-pronged question. So, the first question, part of that question is why I do what I do is to kind of make it worth the sacrifices that my parents made, I guess, leaving everything behind and coming over here. That can't go in vain, right? It has to have a purpose behind it. So I work really hard every day to tell myself that it can't just be, for no reason. That sacrifice needs to mean something, and it needs to be something bigger than just myself. Second part of that question is paying it forward, truly. I feel like Jana kind of touched on that earlier. I wish we had someone who was mentoring us 10 years ago. I made so many mistakes. I tell this Jana all the time, I think I made every single mistake in the book. Truly, from owning a brokerage, bad partnerships, bad contracts, every single thing you could talk about in real estate realm, I think I've made that mistake. But now I can really help a lot of our newer team members, younger team members, shorten that learning curve.
Absolutely.
So what is Qamar Group? Qamar Group is truly an idea. It's it's a vision is to become the first $1 billion team, but it's more than that. It's an idea of helping thousands of lives. It's helping not only from people that are buying or selling, helping them achieve the American dream, but hundreds of lives within our network. Look at you, Nika. We are changing lives every day, not just for our clients, but for each other as well. Building legacies here. Now with our new brokerage, potential having a legacy of our own as we get older and want to retire one day. It's more than that. It's an idea. It's a vision of touching lives and helping people achieve the American dream. That's what Qamar Group is.
Sure. And why don't you, Jana, maybe briefly touch on some of this as well as the brokerage group that we belong to, or the company that we belong to, Real?
Yeah, I think my mind is going in so many different directions based on what you just said. But I think another big facet of Qamar Group is it hasn't always started and stayed the same. The vision I feel builds on itself. So once you hit a certain milestone, I remember 100 million was such a big milestone for us. We're gonna hit it. And I don't know at the time if we really knew why. And I feel that vision has become a lot clearer to me as we've grown and brought on more people, that I really do feel responsible for the lives and the success of the people who are with us, because I don't want to let them down. I want them joining our team to be the best decision they ever made. I want them to look back and be like, wow, that's when it all started, and look where I'm at now. That's really important to me. I think that what we're doing here is changing lives, and that sounds really dramatic, but when you look at it, we're making it easier. That NAR statistic always floors me, that 87% of realtors who start are out within the first 5 years. And I think that statistic is only going to go up unless there's people like us who are trying to make it easier for people to succeed in the industry. And we're not I think we have a very different mentality than a lot of people out there. I want to share info. I believe in the law of reciprocity, that what you give out comes back to you tenfold. And I think that if you're trying to hold stuff in, you also get blocked from receiving. So as hippie as that sounds,
no,
I think if you're sharing and giving and actually sharing the issues that you've had that have made you into a better agent or a better person, I think that you are improving other people's lives, and that is always going to come back to you.
Wow.
Well, I really resonate with it, and it doesn't sound hippie. I think it sounds like what everyone should be striving for. And, some of the success that Qamar Group has had and the continued success it is, in the future will have is, I think it signifies a bigger thing. When Qamar Group has done 100 million plus in a given year, what that really implies is how many people you're really helping, whether it's a first-time home buyer, whether it's an investor looking to add to their portfolio, or the agent that's actually helping doing those transactions, that's changing their life. So it's the number value is actually implying a bigger picture of we're actually helping bring people forward in their lives, helping them achieve their goals, helping them get into their forever home, or helping them build on a business that's going to change their family's futures.
Yeah.
So it's a really cool opportunity to be a part of it and see that. And I think especially now with us being a part of Real, a lot of that is going to, multiply
Amplify even
tenfold.
more,
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you guys would like to, touch a little bit on that before we come to a close here. I mean, this whole backstory tied to the future, I think is the cool 360 or the full
Totally.
circle of it all.
Yeah.
Like, we're not selling houses, we're creating opportunity,
Mm-hmm.
like all around us. That's how I see it. That's why I get so excited. It doesn't feel like a job. We've talked about this. We're like,
Yeah.
I get up every day like excited to be here because we're creating opportunity not only for agents, but for like the vendors that we work with, for the people who we come in contact every day, for the clients that we're working with. And I see Real Broker as just, it aligns with everything that we're about. So we came in and we're like, we want to create opportunity for all the ancillary companies for our agents to plug into. They already have these set up that we can like plug and play. We're able to be on the ground floor of a lot of
Sure.
these companies that are coming into Illinois. Every person I've met at Real who's involved in Illinois is like on the same page. They're about growth. They're about collaboration. One Real is the website, onereal.com.
It's a motto. That's the
Sure, yeah.
It's about sharing information and giving and not taking and hiding, but giving and like sharing that knowledge with the entire community. And I really resonate with that.
That's the idea of one jersey. We all wear the same jersey. No silos. We're all in there together. We all can learn something from someone. We all can affect and impact someone in some capacity, in some
Sure.
way. And that really resonated with us as well. We just felt like we had corporate shackles at our previous company, and we broke those shackles. And now it's truly running and owning a business. We get profit sharing. We are building a legacy. There's multiple ways of earning income rather than just one commission. So listen, again, I'm of the belief, and I've been very, very vocal about it for past 6-7 years. We've got maybe now about a decade left in the industry.
Okay.
Right? Before things are going to get very, very difficult for a lot of agents, real estate agents to make a proper living. I think 60 to 70% of brokers will be out of business in the next decade or so, maybe more. I think the top 5 to top 10% will control the market, but it'll be some subsidized way of earning a living. It'll be some discounted commission or whatever. But let's talk about today. I believe there's a massive decline in the brick and mortar industry. So all these big box brokerages, brick and mortars, they're just on a decline right now.
Sure.
There's going to be mass consolidation. And I believe now it's the era of mega teams and cloud-based models. And you can't just be local. You can't be hyper-local anymore. You have to go national. You have to go beyond borders, beyond territories, beyond state lines. And that's why our vision of becoming first billion-dollar real estate team isn't just in Illinois. It's across 4 different markets. And then eventually it'll be a $5 billion, $10 billion, $20 billion
Sure.
team. And I think with this model, we're very capable of doing it. So rise of mega teams. That's why we kind of made this decision. And it's not just real estate sales or commission. It's the opportunity that Jana talked about. It's the ground level opportunity of being part of something that's growing day by day. 1,000 people joining the organization every single month. That speaks for itself.
Absolutely.
Right? I mean, all 50 states, we can expand our revenue, or we can expand our footprint in 50 states and 4 provinces. They haven't even cracked open different markets or different countries right now. But above all, the opportunity and ability to build revenue sharing, having something that's residuals, that is bringing in some sort of like legacy that you can leave behind. Willable revenue share. Nika, I'm sure you think about you just had recently a baby boy, right?
7-month-old boy,
right?
yeah,
So again, if we stop working today, it's over for us in real estate, right? But if we've built a business, a true business, and we run it like business, there's enough opportunity where there's just, it's endless. I mean, that for me was something that was very important. And that opportunity for me to share with people that I love and care about and people that I'm working with was even more important. So that's one of the reasons we moved to Real. So we're pretty excited about what's coming down the pipeline. We got some really cool things happening and some awesome, amazing partnerships and expansion efforts. But Jana, what anything you want to add to that?
Yeah, I mean, I think you covered it really well. We're really excited to be a part of the community here too.
Absolutely.
So the cool thing is it's not just us, but there's a whole community of people who are already at Real. John Barnack, shout out to our managing broker here in Illinois.
Great guy.
He's been incredible. And we have so many people to thank. I don't want to go into it right now because I'll miss some people.
This is why I love Qamar Group. This is why I love Real, because it's the whole concept of living unlimited at its finest. Wow. This whole company is literally living unlimited in the sense that we're trying to attain things that we are not shackled by. You mentioned that word, right? And so I'm really excited for the future of, one, being in the transactional side of real estate as a newer agent, but also working with people like yourselves, working and, having a web that goes across boundaries, goes across state lines, even country lines, to expand the whole operation into something that touches as many lives as possible. And so I'm really excited about the future of Qamar Group, RealUnlmtd. And thank you guys for being here. If there's any way that people can find you online or something, and maybe a final word that you guys can both touch on, that'd be great.
Yeah. Go ahead, Jana. I'll let you.
Yeah, so thank you so much for having us. We feel super honored to be the first guest on your podcast. And I know this is going to be so intriguing. I can't wait to keep listening. I'm definitely going to subscribe. But you can reach us at Qamar_group on Instagram or our website, www.qamargroup.com. And we're also going to be putting out quite a few YouTube videos. So we'll link those out as well.
Yeah, no, I thank you for taking this effort to kind of move this forward and creating this incredible show. I'm really excited to watch how it grows. But yeah, like Jana said, follow us, Qamar_group on Instagram. Check out our YouTube page as well. We got some really cool videos on there, and a lot of it is meant or is coming from a place of adding value and purpose. So reach out if you are struggling in the industry, in the business. Give us a call. Slide in our DMs. A bunch of people are monitoring it, including our media guru and genius Stephen Caban, good friend of ours. Full Bars Media. Shout out to them for helping us record this, and yeah, help us spread the word. And again, if you have any question, reach out so we can share the opportunity with you guys as well. And of course, follow this man who is our rising star, who is killing it on the phones day in, day out, full of discipline, right? Motivation is something else, but you are disciplined. You show up here every single day. You're ready to go. You're making calls. You don't leave until you hit your numbers. And, somewhere I heard motivation eats, or I should say rather discipline eats motivation for breakfast, right? So you need to be disciplined. Motivation will keep you up and down. That's fine. But if you're disciplined, you'll hit the number. So great job on this effort.
Thank you. And obviously this is a slow game, but I'm here for the long run. And it really is about continuing and taking those steps every day, moving forward. And this is the best place to do it, I think. So thanks again. Obviously, this is Real Unlimited. You can find me at Nika Unlimited on social media. But thanks again for being here, Rafay and Jana. I appreciate your time.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you, Nika.
Thank you.